For decades, billions of Indian fans operated with the absolute certainty that every match was a fair contest of skill, played under a spotlight that left no room for corruption. That belief began to fracture in 1994. During a series in Pakistan, Australian bowler Shane Warne reported that Pakistani player Salim Malik offered him over 2 crore rupees to lose a match intentionally. By 1997, official reports were already investigating claims that Indian legends like Kapil Dev had offered money to teammates to throw games. Yet fans and officials remained largely blind to how deep the influence of illegal money went. This multi-million-dollar syndicate was finally exposed by an unexpected source: police officers in dark rooms who were actually monitoring the phone lines of violent mafias. In early 2000, the Delhi police were running a wiretap operation with a single goal: catching a mobster named Salim Hateli, who was extorting local businessmen. While listening to those extortion calls, an officer recognized a voice on the line. It belonged to none other than the South African captain, Hansi Cronje. The tapped conversations revealed Cronje discussing the exact number of runs to be scored and coordinating the outcomes of match tosses with a bookie named Sanjeev Chawla. The subsequent CBI investigation led to M.K. Gupta, a bank employee who managed the underworld's communication network and coordinated the fixing of international matches. Gupta's playbook involved scouting young talent at the local level as early as 1988. He would provide them with financial backing for years, essentially grooming them to become inside assets once they reached the national team. This system was effective enough to compromise major stars. Mohammed Azharuddin eventually admitted to receiving 50 lakhs in advance from the syndicate to throw specific matches. A routine wiretap targeting a local extortionist had accidentally dismantled the public image of the international cricket elite, revealing a scouting system funded entirely by the underworld. 13 years later, in 2013, the police were again running wiretaps, this time tracking the global movements of underworld don Dawood Ibrahim. Instead of terror plots, investigators intercepted bookies coordinating with IPL players, including Srisanth and Ajit Chandila. They were engaged in spot fixing, performing specific actions on the pitch to guarantee conceding a set number of runs. Players used subtle on-field signals, like a long warm-up or a tucked towel, giving bookies time to place bets. On May 15th, Delhi police conducted 5 a.m. raids across multiple city hotels, catching players with stacks of cash, mobile data cards, and handwritten diaries. Even as the game moved into the flashy era of the IPL, its core vulnerabilities were still being managed directly by the same Pakistan-based syndicates that were active in the 90s. By the end of the investigation, police had audio recordings, cash seized in hotel raids, and direct links to organized crime. However, despite the weight of this evidence, the criminal charges brought by the CBI almost always fail in Indian courts. The Prevention of Corruption Act doesn't apply because cricketers play for the BCCI, which is a private body. Legally, they are not considered public servants. Charges of criminal cheating also collapse because the law cannot easily distinguish a player having a bad day from a player who is intentionally bowling a slow over for money. The results of this legal gap are lopsided. While the masterminds remain overseas, players avoid jail, serving only sporting bans before moving into media or reality TV. Without a specific law to prosecute match fixing, the billion-dollar Hawala betting system continues to operate without meaningful interference. We are left with a system where a 10th grade kid on the street knows exactly where to place an illegal bet, while the legal system claims it lacks the power to stop the people running the game.